to welcome our chairman, who is actually our host for today. And this is Mr. Geoffrey Odundo, who is a chairperson of the REITs Association of Kenya and also the managing director and chief executive officer of the Nation Media Group. Let's put our hands together. Welcome, Mr. Geoffrey Odundo. Makofi.
Good morning. First of all, say that it feels very energetic to be here because the room looks very good, the layout looks good, and you all look very, very nice. Good morning again. Okay, so thank you, David, and thank you for Changamuka na REITs. Yes. Okay. So I'm very happy to be here. My name is Geoffrey Odundo, as you've been told, the chairman of the REITs Association of Kenya. And I'm very happy to say that it's been a good journey and very, very satisfying to see that the market is really getting traction and we're seeing increased interest coming from various players. So I would like to make some salutations and recognize Kamuni Njoroge, who is the acting director, policy and market development at the Capital Markets Authority. Frank Mwiti, the CEO of the Nairobi Securities Exchange, Anne Mushi, chairperson of the Institutional Strengthening Committee, Kenya Property Development Association, Gonzalo Torres, financial sector specialist at the World Bank. Thank you for your support. It's great to see you here. Representatives of the capital markets and industry partners present here today, members of the REITs Association, joint capital markets program, who are the main sponsors of the REIT Toolkit and Incubator Program. Zoraba Singh, the mover and shaker of this program, welcome. My colleagues from the REITs Association, Hilda, Treasurer, Secretary, David, Treasurer, and the rest of the colleagues, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Good morning. So today is a very momentous day for us in the evolution of the Kenya real estate investment trust market. We are unveiling an initiative purposely designed to catalyze innovation, unlock growth, and enhance resilience across the sector. This milestone embodies our collective ambition to position the real estate investment as a strategic pillar of Kenya's economic transformation and a vital driver of our capital markets development. I'm delighted because this is a market that we initiated in 2015, and we had the first REIT, and then experienced quite a dip. But it's so happy to see that the market has now gotten its own life through all these initiatives, and we do expect to see a number of new REITs coming through. So in the spirit of progress and partnerships, I warmly welcome you to the REIT Toolkit and Incubator launch, a milestone of both progress achieved and potential yet to be realized. The JCAP program at the World Bank stands at the heart of this transformative journey. Gonzalez, thank you very much again. It is with deep appreciation that we acknowledge their steadfast partnership and visionary leadership in championing these initiatives. Their commitment to the innovation, market resilience, and sustainable growth within the REIT sector has not only shaped this moment, but has also inspired a broader vision for the future of Kenya's capital markets. I think today we are looking at about, are there 5 now? 5 REITs and going to 6. And I think by the end of this year, they could be heading to 7 or 8. And that just speaks volumes about what level of appreciation is coming through for this product. I'd also want to extend my profound gratitude to industry partners, the Nairobi Securities Exchange, the Capital Markets Authority, the Kenya Property Developers Association, the Kenya Pension Funds Investment Consortium, the Fund Managers Association, the Kenya Association of Stockbrokers and Investment Banks, and the Association of Pension Trustees and Administrators of Kenya, who have been very, very instrumental in getting this instrument to where it has been today. Now, this ecosystem, which is really a coalition of visionaries united by purpose, has actually seen us move forward and bring this market to where it is today. And through their collective endeavor, we are not simply developing a REITs framework, but we're crafting a legacy, one that defines how capital markets innovation and collaborations converge to build an inclusive and purposeful Kenya. Now, this market has not only developed where it is today, but I think even from a national perspective, the government has actually appreciated that the REIT product will be the one that will propel the growth of the real estate sector in Kenya. And they did set up what we call the Kenya National REITs Association, or no, Kenya National REITs framework, which is helping with the development of low-cost housing. And I think it's just a matter of time before we see a number of housing programs going through the REIT from the government level. I think there's actually a formal institution driving this. So what has been the history of this incubator program? We embarked on this journey in 2022. And our vision was bold yet clear, to build a practical, accessible, and collaborative framework that would strengthen and expand Kenya's real estate investment trust ecosystem. Achieving this required a collective expertise of stakeholders across the entire REIT value chain, which include legal practitioners, transaction advisors, REIT managers, trustees, regulators, financial and ESG reporting specialists, and investment professionals. Each of these contributors brought invaluable insight and perspectives, shaping what has now become the REIT Toolkit, which is a comprehensive suite of templates and documentation purposely built to streamline the structuring, registration, management of REITs in Kenya. This toolkit stands as a testament to what is possible when a technical excellence meets strategic collaboration. So it's more of how to do it, and really helps you sort of cut the journey from an understanding perspective. Under the guidance of Mr. Zorava Singh, this initiative has achieved significant milestones. Thank you again, Zorava, for your passion in this area. And it's been an accumulation of rigorous design and refinements. Yet, this is not the conclusion, but the beginning, the dawn of an exciting phase of implementation, innovation, and the growth of the Kenya's REIT market. Building on this foundation, the REITs Association of Kenya remains steadfast in its commitment to advancing growth and addressing the structural and operational challenges that long shaped the REITs landscape. The flagship initiative, the REIT Toolkit and Incubator Program, housed within the association, directly tackles these challenges, providing practical and market-ready solutions. Its objective is simple, yet transformative: to streamline the design, registration, funding, and launch of new REITs in Kenya. By demystifying complex legal and regulatory processes, the toolkit delivers clear, actionable guidance for aspiring REIT issuers, equipping them with the resources and frameworks needed to move confidently from concept to market. It bridges the critical gap between vision and execution, turning opportunity into reality. So this toolkit, we want to just encourage all new REIT issuers, who I think some of them are in this room, will really give you the how to start, what each consultant will do, what steps to take. And so it's one very, very comprehensive toolkit that helps you get the insight of how the REIT is developed. Because one of the biggest challenges we faced when we set up the REITs market is that the journey seemed so complex, the number of advisors required were many, and so it was very discouraging. But once you get into the toolkit, you get to understand what each party does, and even as you engage consultants, then you can also cut the chase on the amount of work required to do, because you can do some really high-level advanced preparation. So complementing this, the REIT Incubator provided a real-world platform to test, refine, and validate these tools in practice, guiding potential REITs through every stage of the journey, from expert management and structuring to registration, investor pitching, and eventually listing. This immersive process has transformed insights into experience and ambition into tangible outcomes, positioning Kenya's REITs ecosystem for its next era of growth and innovation. I've got like 10 pages to go. Can you guys hold it? Wow. It's a good journey. So Frank, Fred, be ready. So building on this awareness and confidence, we have convened a series of targeted workshops designed to market understanding of the restructuring, governance, and management. These sessions have not only expanded technical capacity, but have also ignited fresh enthusiasm across markets, inspiring growth in number of organizations to view the REIT as a powerful vehicle for financing and managed investments. So the program continues to gather remarkable momentum with 6 potential REIT issuers actively engaged in the pilot phase. Several have already participated in our deal room sessions, presenting their concepts to investors and validating their strategies. And you'll hear from some of them of how the journey has been and where they are now. So that's some of the workshops we've held. We've had presentations here in the past. A number of these organizations also planning to launch their REITs. Some are in the early stage, signaling some as early as in the early stage, signaling growing market confidence in REITs as engines of real estate and capital market growth. Now we have had a lot of engagements with global REITs. The REITs Association is a partner to the National REITs Association of the United States, and we've attended 2 conferences, and they've been very insightful. In fact, one of the conferences that we attended did tell us that for this market to get to where it is today, we must give it the right incentives. And so we've been engaging with government as the REIT Association of Kenya, and a number of tax measures to support the growth of the market are in place, but we're asking for more. Isn't it, Hilda? Because this market cannot get there without the REIT, without the right incentive structures. And hence, we're also helping government to get access to different levels of funding. The other great learning that we learned in these interactions have been that you can actually REIT anything. We saw very interesting REITs. We saw REITs of roads, hospitals, farmlands, and very many things. In fact, the statement we got from there is that anything is REITable, even your car. So it's a very interesting vehicle, because of the underlying asset exists, and that's what makes it attractive. So looking ahead, the REIT Association of Kenya remains firmly committed to advancing an enabling policy and fiscal environment to support the growth of the REITs market. We'll continue to champion reforms aimed at enhancing the attractiveness of REITs, including the reinstatement of the critical tax incentives, key among them the stamp duty and capital gains tax exemptions. Those are very critical. So as I conclude, I want to say that today is a great milestone. It's a defining moment for the REITs ecosystem. It represents a shared commitment by regulators, industry partners, investors, innovators alike to unlock the full potential of the REITs as an engine of inclusive and sustainable growth. Let's carry this forward in the same spirit of collaboration, innovation, and purpose that has brought us here. Through this program, I'm confident that we will witness the emergence of a deeper investor engagement and the creation of transformative opportunities across our ecosystem. I'm glad to say that today Kenya stands very, very top of its colleagues in the region. A number of countries have actually set up REIT association modeled on our framework. We have paid the price and the school fees for everybody in the region, so they just come and borrow our templates, and I'm sure the incubator, but we need to monetize it. The incubator will equally be modeled across the region. So we are grateful for the partnership, and again, thank you very much, the World Bank and the JCAP partners for this great contribution. And as we embark on our next journey, we will be out, looking out, educating, interacting. We'd like to encourage all the new REITs to join the REITs Association of Kenya, because this is how you'll get learning. This is how you'll get to know what the other firms have done. My colleagues from the REITs Association will be out here sharing all the documents you need to join. And I can assure you, you'll enjoy the journey, because we do things very simply. We simplify it, and why not? I mean, there's a lot of money sitting in the capital markets looking for opportunity. So if you really want to get into this game, Mumbi and the colleagues, please join in and let's expand our horizon. So I want to thank you again for your dedication and engagement and your belief in our vision, and more importantly, for showing up. I think that's the most important thing. We have ticked a box. The room is full. So World Bank, Jacob, you happy? We have not disappointed. Excellent. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to officially declare the REIT Toolkit and Incubator launch officially open. Asante.